Hi, I'm Matt Brandon with thedigitaltrekker.com, and I am also a Fuji brand ambassador for Malaysia. And today I want to talk to you about something that I have found in the last year to be, well, in many ways a godsend, and that is continuous lights. So with what's going on in the world today and so much of us being locked down and being forced to not do the work that we normally do, like I'm a travel photographer, I haven't been able to travel. So I've started shooting headshots in my own home. And I have been using flash to do this, and it's fine, it works, but one of my mentors in doing headshots suggested that I use continuous lights. And so I checked around and I found this set of continuous lights, daylight balanced at 5600 Kelvin. This is made by my good friends at Onsmo, and it is the Lumilite 150 DX, and they also make a sister one to this, the 200 DX. And of course the 150 is 150 watts and 200 is 200 watts. Now let me give you advantages of why you would use this as a photographer. Videography, sure, obvious, everybody knows continuous lights are great for videography. Okay, but why would you use it for still photography? Why not just use flash? Well, let me tell you. First of all, one of the big benefits is a WYSIWYG situation. WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. Like right now, we're using the 200 watt to light me. All right, if I'm shooting in a studio and I have a model coming in, I can sit there and take the light, use that continuous light to sculpt it like a modeling light and to get it just the way I want. And then I can nail it every single time. I don't have to fight with working with a light meter and a trigger on top of my camera. In fact, this actually does have a remote that you can use, but frankly, I never do, because it's just so handy just to be able to have the light right there, and I set it, once it's done, it's done. Okay. The other advantage for shooting continuous lights when you're shooting portraits are, you know, that when you shoot a portrait with flash in a studio, the lights are always really dark and it's dim, and their subject's pupils are going to get very big and wide, right? That means their iris, which is where the color is going to be very, very narrow because the pupil is so big. So with these lights, the cool thing is that your pupil gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And so because that light is right in your eyes, if you can see, my pupils are small. Okay, so now what that does is when I'm taking a photo, I'm gonna see their blue eyes or their green eyes or their brown eyes, and I'm gonna get more of that. The other big benefit to a constant light like this is cost. Even some of the most affordable flashes are still just crazy expensive, thousands of ringgits. This is just a fraction of that. Now, to be fair, there is some limitations with this. What you get on this is you have a dimmer and you have an on and off switch, and you have a DMX in and output. So you could run this off of a light board if you needed to. And it produces some really nice, beautiful light. It's a Bowen's mount, and so I use it with a Bowen's modifier like this Easy Lock from Onsmo, and any other modifier that you have in your stock that has a Bowen's mount on it. So it works. It's a great value, a great way to get into. One more little benefit is because you can use this as video, basically you now have both a photography light as well as a video light. So more for your money. So the only downside that I might see with a continuous light is that it's not battery operated. Outside of that, it's a win. So that's the Onsmo Lumilite 150 DX and the 200 DX.